Coast host Africa's premier basketball women's competition. We are into the second game in terms of our quadruple header, and it is Nigeria that take to the floor against Rwanda, and it's going to be a fascinating contest indeed. We've already seen Senegal take to the floor with a 92-48 victory over Guinea. Nigeria and Rwanda, they are up next, and Cote d'Ivoire and Egypt, the third in our sequence, and then we close out the evening when we see Egypt and Mali. It's going to be interesting when you have a look at Group D and Nigeria, Mozambique and Rwanda. You look at their ranking. Nigeria is the one to keep an eye on because they have not been beaten in this competition in 4 tries. They are quadruple, well, they're looking to build a dynasty and see if they can get a 5th championship. And it's going to be, well, this is the first step in the journey to that 5th title. Will any of the teams here in Cote d'Ivoire, in Abidjan, be able to stop them is the question. And Rwanda, they're going to be the first ones to take a stab at it. Quinton Denason here, and I am joined by somebody who knows a little something about AfroBasket with 2 AfroBasket goals. Ife Ibekwe joins me, and Ife, you must be excited because you've been on this floor before.
I mean, I've been excited since I know I was going to be commentating these games. I am a fan of Nigeria because I played, but this is going to be a great game against Rwanda, and I know that they're going to step up to the plate, but again, since 2017, Nigeria has won and been #1 in Africa, so we'll see what they do. They have a new an old team, a mixture, but it's going to be good.
Well, the last time these teams met in AfroBasket was 2023, and of course that was a semi-final battle in Rwanda at home, and we saw Rwanda just fall to the now champions of the score 79-48. But this is a new team. They have added some interesting additions. Keisha Hampton comes in, the 35-year-old veteran from the WNBA. NBA has played for the Minnesota Lynx and the Chicago Sky. Destiny Philoxy at the point guard position. She stood out in AfroBasket with her 17 points. And when you look at the construction, they have some young, interesting guards that are definitely going to add some depth and scoring, but they also have some height that can help on the boards.
Yeah, I mean, this is a new team. They only have 2 players from last AfroBasket, as you named, Destiny Philoxy and Tetero, which I don't think she'll be playing. She has on sweats. However, this is a new team. They look bigger, they look stronger, and I know that they're ready to play.
Well, Coach Sheikh Sarr, he's got the responsibility of trying to put together a successful campaign for Rwandan basketball. Their last campaign was their most successful on home soil in Kigali. They also picked up a bronze at AfroCan in 2023. But if someone knows something about success, then it certainly is Coach Rina Wakama and the Nigerian D Tigresses, because they are 4 titles deep, looking to get to their 5th. They are a dominant force in African basketball since the 2000s, and right now they are the team to beat in the competition.
I mean, yeah, they are the team to beat. Again, since 2017, they have been on top, and they have a mixture of the old players and new players, so I don't think their DNA is going to change a little bit slightly because Coach Rema wasn't able to play and coach in the WNBA this summer as an assistant coach, so I think their style of play is going to be a little bit different, but I do not think that they will let up. It's going to be amazing.
Well, we take a breather now as we take in the most important part as we pay homage to the national anthems.
Commissaire au match, Joy Olinga. Crew Chief, Maniste, Mikel, Fanta Touré and Imen Taimi. Nous allons vous demander de vous lever pour les hymnes national du Rwanda. nationale du Nigeria.
The national anthems have been completed, and that means that we are taking a step closer to the start of the second game here in AfroBasket in 2025. This is an important part as the gifts are exchanged between the two countries. This is the pleasantry before we get to the business of basketball, and I'm sure you know this moment very well, Ipi.
Yeah, I mean, it always brings chills when you line up. You put your hand across your chest and you hear the national anthem of your country that you're representing. And it's just an honor even to sit here and watch Nigeria play, watch Rwanda, watch all these African countries play. It's amazing.
Our referees, Mikhail Minister, Fanta Toure out of Mali, and Imene Tami out of Algeria. They were in charge, and they will have the tough job of officiating what I think will be a physical encounter. This is going to be a classic, hardcore, fast-paced, and high levels of physicality inside, but we'll see a lot of execution. That's what I'm expecting from these two teams, and I think the She-Wolves from Rwanda, they're going to be playing with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They will remember the loss in Kigali, and they'll want to see if they can turn over the history books, because certainly coming into this one, without a doubt, it is Nigeria who are the favorites on the books.
Yeah, I mean, host of the last women's AfroBasket, Rwanda was one of the top in their own country, and they played amazing. They finished fourth, like you said. And so I do think even if this is a new team, they're going to do well.
Well, let's have a look at the starting five. We spoke about this Destiny Philoxy, but there are other players that are going to add some value.
Yeah, I mean, you have Keishan Hampton, the import player that's going to probably step up and take over the offensive threat. And you have more people on the bench. But again, this is a new team, so I know that they had time to adjust and play well and play together and practice, so we'll see what they do.
Head coach Sheikh Sarr, he has new resources at his disposal. Mura Katete, she is out of Washington State, one of the up-and-coming players, 25 years old. She had an impressive debut for this team, and when you look at her numbers in her first AfroBasket, 17 points and 11 rebounds. But this is a starting five, you know something about.
I know, Okonkwo, Balogun, Amukamara, Musa, and Kalu. Just always.
This is a starting five, you know something
about. I know, Okonkwo, Balogun, Amukamara, Musa, and Kalu. Just always watch out for Macaulay coming off the bench, and Palace. And I just think everybody on the team will bring something. We know that this is a sisterhood with Nigeria. They've been together. They play hard. They are known for their defense. They're known to be #1 in Africa. And so it's going to be a great game.
Well, their world rank is number 11, and they are ranked #1 in Africa. They come off that superb performance in the Paris Olympics. That's the last time we saw this team really take to the floor. And, you know, they really did set the standard, making some history for the continent, getting to the quarterfinal. So a lot of pressure on them right now to replicate that. And, you know, they say the getting to the top is easier than staying up there, but they've done it consecutively. And so the chance for them to create more history here in Abidjan awaits.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not biased, folks, but I mean, Nigeria statistically has set it all from 2017, again, making an amazing debut, not debut, but what they did in the Olympics of 2024 was just incredible for the nation. And so I do think they're going to come out here and try to remain and have the title. That would be their 5th. And so we'll see how it's going to be against Rwanda.
Yeah, when you look at the starting 5, a lot of strength on display there. Balogun, she was the ACC Rookie of the Year, McDonald's All-American in 2018. It makes the reading for like a kind of an all-star team, but most of these players have experienced gold medals. They've been part of successful campaigns, and they have chemistry that they can tap into.
And obviously we want to watch Kalu, number 23 of Nigeria. She is the heart and soul of this team. She has done so many things, broke so many records in her college career and here. So I definitely know she will set the pace and be poised for this team.
When you talk about her experience, then we've got to talk about the experience of Keisha Hampton on the other side, because she comes in and she had played her first tournament for this Rwanda She-Wolves team in their pre-qualifiers to the World Cup, averaging 13 points, 3 boards, 2.5 assists. But she brings her WNBA experience, her European experience, and they can lean on her scoring on the floor.
I mean, she's long and lean. She's going to do that. She's going to rebound. She's going to post up. She's going to shoot her 3. She's going to take it coast to coast. She is an overall, all-around player, and I know that this is a great addition to the Rwanda women's national team.
Well, they blend a combination of reg and APR, some of the clubs that are playing in the Rwandan league, and they have U.S. college talent alongside some internationally born stars. So a perfect blend that I think will make for an intriguing contest without a doubt. Officially, we are underway, and it is into the hands of the D Tigers. The first shot is money, and that is Balogun just finding a space at the elbow, picking up the shot.
You're going to see quick shots from Nigeria. They feel confident in their shots. They're going to take it. There's no hesitation when they pull that trigger.
There was no hesitation there. It was pure flow. And they talk about pure flow. What a shot from Hampton on the baseline. Gets the contact and one.
We talked about she's going to be one of the offensive threats. You see her right here going against Amy Okonkwo in Nigeria, and she just shoots over her, and Amy gets a foul. Amy obviously wants to not foul Nigeria, be poised, but we know that Hampton will get to the basket and score for Rwanda.
So the coverage around Hampton is going to be an interesting one to see how they either keep the ball out their hands or find the contest. Nonetheless, the second possession here for Nigeria. Kalu sets up the offense. Balogun, she is open. Quick fire shot again. This one comes off the front iron. Uncontested, gives Rwanda a chance up. The lob pass goes in. Beautiful fake, and that's a great finish on the interior again.
Nigeria has to be ready on that backside. If they're going to throw a lob to their post player, someone needs to be on the other side to help with that.
Showing some of her scoring there, Bella Marokotete. She finds some confidence for Rwanda. Floater goes up and in. Wow, we're off and running.
We're going to see that a lot from Kalu. She is not afraid to attack the basket. You see her jab right and go up. It could have been a charge, but it wasn't, and she put 2 points on the basket for her.
What we've seen in this first minute is that this could potentially be a high-scoring affair. It's already fast-paced.
Yeah, I mean, you see right here light pressure from Kalu on Rwanda right now, but I definitely agree with that.
Hampton pressured, and it's knocked right out of bounds. Okonkwo just right there. Applying some pressure here on Hampton. 11 seconds left on the shot clock.
That is a great matchup. Hampton against Okonkwo. Their sizes, what they can do, they can both shoot, both post up, run coast to coast. So that's going to be a really good matchup to watch.
Tetero setting up the offense. To go around the picks, pulls up from long range. That one is long. Off to the races. A chance here for the Tigress again to go to work. Nice strong move. Wow, strong finish inside.
Musa was just picked up from the Phoenix. She started the season with Phoenix Mercury. She has even played with me when I was there, and she has been amazing to see her growth on the court. I'm very proud of her.
That was a power move on the interior from Musa. Burakutete in some trouble. Gonna get waved off and look like a travel.
Even though that was a travel, they're going to go inside. They have 3 big from number 24, 10, and 5 on Rwanda right now. They're going to go inside, and Nigeria needs to be ready for that.
So, early jabbing session here between these two powerhouses on the continent. Ball moves into Polygon's hands. Kalu might like that matchup on the inside. Kicks out. Top of the key, and that's a smooth offense. Musa gets a second connection.
Very efficient play. You go inside, no matter if it's your point guard posting up, but you pass the ball out to get a 2-point shot. So it was good.
Free-flowing offense. They now go up by 2 possessions. It's 8-4. In small margins you see against really good teams. Ball is turned over under Kalu's pressure. She keeps alive. Musa pushes it up. And now it's a chance again. Amukamara. Kalu fires off, nothing there. Nicely cleaned up by Burakatete on the rebound. The ball moves up the floor in such a flash. Hampton thought about it for a second. She's forced to kick the ball out. Back into the hands of Hampton. Short jumper. It comes off the front iron. Find a nice look there, just can't find the touch. Long range shot. And they're not scared to fire off from the 3-ball.
They're not, and I really like the pace of both teams. They're getting their shots. Maybe they're not making it, but I like the pace. They're setting it up, and they're getting good open shots. So that's how you know that they're playing in their flow.
And the flow state is being reached here by both teams. Botero. Tetero can't find the intended recipient. Ball turned over. That's the second turnover we've seen. Unforced. Kalu. Konko comes to set the screen. Musa, baseline jumper falls in.
She has a good 15-foot, 16-foot jump shot on that baseline or that high key near the free throw line, and that is where her go-to shot.
6 Musa points brings us to the first timeout on the floor. It's a 6-point lead here in Abidjan at the Palais du Sport. We'll have a timeout with 6:08 left.
What happened, Destiny? They go to 4 side, 5 side.
She went key to 4. She went the key side.
She went to
She went the key side.
Okay, guys, we need to play together. We need to play together. You are seeing on the transition, she's taking a big man. She's taking Musa. She's taking Musa. You need to see that. The mismatch is too big. Hey, we need to run the plays. Run the plays. Why are we struggling? When we get here, just run the plays. If you get the ball here, you can play 1. Yeah, but you're working.
Yeah, icing. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to change the angle.
If they eyes you pop. If they eyes you pop, take that shot. Run Holmes. Come on, guys. Correct the transition. Correct the transition. Run down 3. 1, 2, 3. Go on now. Come on.
So a good start it was for Team Rwanda and the Shoe Bulls. They found some flow on the offense, but then a 6-0 run sees Nigeria just push ahead. Musa has been fantastic there on the baseline line with her 6 points.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to find her shots, and even though Rwanda has 4 points, their shot selection has been really good. You can't fault them for not making it, but maybe they need to be more focused when they release, but I think both teams are playing well.
Just small margins, the ability to make open field goals. Now into a press go. Nigeria. Ball is pushed up as Philoxy finds the shot and makes it.
And that's one player who gets going. She's a baller. She can score at any given moment, so they're going to have to put some pressure on her.
Wearing the captain's armband and trying to bring some glory to Rwandan basketball. Kalu. Okonko fires off another quick 3. It's shorts again. The rebound is picked up and controlled. Philoxy. She'll give up control and hand it to Tetero. Hampton. That's a beautiful pass inside, and the defense holds strong enough. It's stepped out of bounds there by Beluga.
They learned from last time that to have someone on that backside, if they're going to lob it to these tall post players on Rwanda, a Nigerian jersey needs to be on that backside to help their defense.
11 seconds, that's left on the shot clock here. It is Rwanda looking to make some inroads. Pulls up from the nail, and it falls in. Tetero finds a touch. Now, the 4-point unanswered run for Rwanda. What do the Tigers have in the bag? Kalu, baseline runner. Front iron, there's a nice bit of rebounding and controlled. Another rebound into the hands of Murakatete. 3 ball comes off the front iron and the pull up there from Philoxy. This one doesn't fall.
Yeah, I mean, I said, when she gets going, because she can, you better be ready to play some defense and find out where she's at on the court, because once she makes that first couple of shots, she's in her rhythm, it's really hard to stop her because she's super fast.
What we are seeing is 2 balanced teams who have scorers in crucial and critical positions. They have girls who can unlock the offense, and if they get hot and confident, they can carry the offense.
I would have to agree with that.
Amo Kamara. They use the high pick again. Another shot from the outside just won't go, and it's been a complete struggle for Nigeria from the 3-point line.
Yeah, I mean, they have shooters on the team, but it's unlike them to not just attack the basket as any opportunity that they have, but it just shows you how much they have stretched their games to be able to shoot those 3, and even though they're not making it, I know it will fall when time comes, but I would like to see Nigeria attack the basket because they are an aggressive team and they know how to get to the free throw line. So let's see if they do that in these upcoming minutes.
Well, they're over 5 now from the 3-point line, yet to find the touch from the perimeter. Okonkwo this time chooses to drive, and there is contact.
I feel like I know this team. I really know this team. Great drive to the basket. We see Okonkwo here. After missing her 3-point shot, she determined to get to the basket, and again, rewarded with some free throws because they're going to foul.
Well, she's looking for her first score, and the best way, I suppose, to find some confidence on the floor is just to see it go through the net once. Sometimes that works to unlock the shooting, and Okonkwo will get a chance at the free throw line. "25, 29 years old is Okonkwo, played for the USC Trojans, and was the 2023 AfroBasket MVP.
Yeah, but she also transferred to TCU, where she had an amazing career at USC and at TCU.
Was about to get into that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
But you got it.
I love my
those
Nigerian
are your
teammates.
teammates. And they are fantastic as she picks up important score there from the free throw line. Perfect from the charity stripe. Lead now up to 4 points. Murakatete. Makole is on the floor for the Tigers. And there is Hampton getting inside the paint and picking up a foul. Jump ball called. Not exactly a foul. They get tangled up. And possession arrow sides with Rwanda, so it'll be their ball on the out of bounds. 7 seconds. Kietero. Philoxy fires up a 3, forced to fire up a 3. The rebound is well controlled, and Abosi in as well. That defensive possession holds for Nigeria. 3 ball is good, and we find the first touch as Amukamara comes in and lights up from the outside.
And you know Amukamara is going to spot up and shoot her 3-point shots whenever she has the opportunity. She's running the point position when Kalu is out, so we will see her attack the basket and shoot her shot.
Rwanda, they need a reply. Largest lead of the game now for the Tigers. Fires off Tetero. Comfortably enough on the miss as Inabosi picks up her second rebound. Inabosi. The foul is called. Puts her head down and goes right at the defense and draws the foul out of Murakatete.
That is what Nicole Inabosi will do. She is going to attack the basket at any opportunity, and that besides her and Kalu going to the basket, she's one of the stronger post players that is not afraid to go.
Shows it right there on that possession. There is a substitution. And first, a little bit of a breather for Butera. In, there's the shot, comes off. Battle for the boards. They pick up the offensive rebound. Quick fire. Shot comes off again. It's a bit strong. Can't find the touch. But they do have it again. Third chance opportunity. Murakatete saves the rebound. I mean, saves the possession there for Rwanda. They need a score. Hampton. Biloxi. There's some space on the baseline for Murakatete. They're caught in some trouble. That was some good defense by Nabosi to force the turnover. They have numbers. Ball is pushed up, and there is a wide open score, and easy enough for Kunai.
You're going to see that Nigeria is going to take any chance they get to capitalize on any opponent's mistakes, and you see that right there with how they ran the floor.
3-on-1 break means that we've now got a 9-point deficit. Hampton. They are searching around the perimeter. Murakatete trying to find Hampton. Ball tapped away. They have numbers again. Nigeria. The shot comes off. There is the rebound. They pick up another offensive board. Benai faces, fakes, gets in some trouble. And I'm not sure if that's going to be a foul or a travel, but the travel is correct. So trying to maximize possession here. And what they have done well, though, is crash the glass and try to find second and third chance opportunities so far. Nigeria on the boards.
Nigeria will always go to the offensive and defensive boards at any opportunity that they have, and that's one of their many strong suits.
Biggest lead of the game, 9. They had an 8-point scoring run. Now some pressure again as Kalu gets Biloxi into some trouble.
I would like to see Rwanda get really set up, get to your spot, set good screens, and then see the open person. Now that the game has gone on, you could see that they're kind of like going away, but they need to just continue to battle and attack the basket.
That could be a result of the defensive pressure that we're seeing here from Nigeria. They try to go inside. There is the runner, again, well contested, and the board is battled for. We have another jump ball.
Yeah, I mean, Nigeria's DNA is defense from start, for 40 minutes from start to finish, so that can be intimidating to other teams. So what I would suggest is just continue to attack the basket. Giving you some cheat codes.
Yeah, I hope you're listening in. And defense wins championships, and they have 4 of them. Okoro. They get past the press from Rwanda into the half court. Pass goes inside. Now they work inside out. Inabosi. Kalu. Naye from the baseline. That one turnaround jumper just a tad strong. It gives Biloxi a chance to control the ball. And Rwanda, they've been scoreless now for the last 3 minutes.
Attack the basket is what they should do. Get the ball to Keisha Hampton and let her go to work. Give her space.
Right, the ball is in Hampton's hands, but the defense is pretty good there from Kunai Akwana. Staying in front of Hampton, who's a tough cover at the best of times. The 35-year-old who we spoke about, they had 13 points per game in the qualifiers to the World Cup, the pre-qualifiers that have happened, a new addition to the team.
Yeah, I mean, she's very seasoned in this game of women's basketball. She played in the WNBA overseas, so she knows how to set up, she knows when to score, and she knows what she needs to do to bring the heat on offense and on defense.
But they get a second chance opportunity. It doesn't go for Siuzuzo, and it comes out into the hands now of the Tigers. It has been scoreless basketball for Rwanda. What has been in their favor is that the D-Tigers haven't been able to make them pay. And there is the pass and contact called on the ground.
I love the confidence of Nicole Inabuse from last AfroBasket to this. She came in this game, shot her shot, rebounding, attacking the basket. You can see her right here, posting up for Biloxi. as she has a mismatch and she's rewarded and got fouled.
She has picked up 2 AfroBasket goals like you have. If we
Yeah, she has. Yeah, she has. I mean, she's one of the players that played alongside me when I was on the Nigerian national team. Like, it's amazing to see how her growth of her game, even overseas, she has played.
shot short there. Ball goes straight out of bounds. Macaulay can't find the touch. It's going to be 27 seconds on the game clock. So they might just run out the clock here and leave Nigeria just 3 seconds for the final possession. Philoxy takes it to the top. Pressured by Kaluchi, hops into trouble. And there is contact called on that hop. Going to be the 3rd team foul that is for Nigeria. 11.7 seconds left. And that's called in the act of shooting, so...
Yeah, but they called it on Nicole Nabuse, but it was actually supposed to be on Victoria Mercalli. She raised up her hand to the ref, but you know, sometimes refs see what they see, but it should have been on Victoria. But that's okay, because she'll have more opportunity to be in the game and play. Victoria Mercalli has had an amazing career overseas, and she's one of the veterans for Nigeria.
Well, that might be a bit of trouble, foul trouble on the floor there. Nonetheless, final possession. Should be the final possession of this half as the miss comes in, and it's a chance here. Rwanda, they get a shot in to try and break the score and the scoring drought, and it doesn't come to an end here. So defense really was prominent, and what they're talking about, I think, is that foul call at the end of the first quarter. Nonetheless, it is Nigeria 17, Rwanda 8, and we have 10 minutes completed in this fascinating second game of AfroBasket 2025.
We can see here the statistics of both teams and how they played in this first quarter.
And we take a look at some of the best plays in that first quarter. That was, of course, from the top of the key, Balua, and she had found her touch on the interior. We saw some good looks from Murakatete. This was early on when they were able to find some touches on the inside for Rwanda when the scoring was still working. But Kalu goes to the run-up, finds the score, and they just have so many different weapons to Nigeria at every different position.
Yeah, I mean, they do. They have Musa who could shoot that 16 to 15 foot jumper on that baseline. You have Kalu passing, posting up. You have her attacking the basket, but also Rwanda, they played well. Even though the score is 17 to 8, they are playing, I think, good. They just need to finish and focus on their shots, because if they would have made some of their baskets, it would have been neck and neck as far as the score.
Oh, we were looking just briefly at the stats. It's been a struggle from the 3.9 for Nigeria, but they've got some points in the paint. You look at the work in terms of fast break points, those were the only 2 of the first half. They were 1 of 8 from the 3.9, but where they've really dominated has been rebounds.
Yeah.
So 14 to 7, that is the count. 4 offensive rebounds. And of course, you can download the app Courtside 1891 and catch all of FIBA's action online.
Yeah, but I would have to agree with you. Nigeria is known for their defense and their rebound on top of their scoring, on top of having great players that know how to be poised and know when to step up. So I would say when Rwanda comes out here, box out, and you know, be physical. This is AfroBasket. Like, we have to have pride when we are representing our country, and I know all the teams do, but Rwanda can do better than what they have shown us, even though they have taken some good shots, but they will do well.
Sheikh Saud Al-Thani, and he is, of course, the head of global basketball of FIBA. And he is courtside taking in all of the action, and you can take in all of the action on Courtside 1891. Second quarter action resumes here. Nigeria have been sublime on the defensive end. They really have done a good job of stopping the scoring from the Rwanda Cheetahs. It is
Rwanda screaming out 2-3 zone, 2-3 zone. Maybe this was brought up out of the timeout to disrupt Nigeria's offense.
Interesting ploy to try and get it into a zone, because what we've seen Nigeria do has been they are shooting the ball quite poorly, so it might be a good ploy, but what they've got to do is try and make sure that they control the boards. There's a timeout called here. Well, the referees are going to confer on that last play.
I mean, when a team goes into 2-3 zone, there's two reasons why. Because they're beating you because they keep driving, or they have big players. So I think that's the reason why Rwanda went into 2-3 zone, because most of all of Nigeria's points came from the paint, and they want to stop that, and it gives them a good way to be positioned for the rebound.
Off the ball foul call. It is Nigeria basketball. Second team foul for Rwanda. Strong physical play. Okonkwo. Musa is back on that baseline. Jump shot open. Nothing falls, and there is hard contact as Okoro gets into the body of Murakete, and that's going to be a foul.
This is a very physical tournament. Every time where African countries play, they give their all, and it's going to be physical from start to finish.
Kiyu Kosenge will inbound. The pressure, full court pressure being applied again from Nigeria. Philoxy. It's been on the court for all 10 minutes.
With Keisha Hampton, who has the ball right now.
Hampton, she has some time with space and looking for her touch. That one is strong. They pick up the rebound. This is a good bit of play here for Rwanda. They have a second chance opportunity. It's taken away. Now a chance in the open floor. Macaulay finishes.
One of the many great things that she does. She's so long and lean for her to pick the pocket of the guard and take it coast to coast.
Okonkwo steals. There's an easy two for Okoro. Defense to offense.
And this is the rhythm that Nigeria wants to be in, how they're pressuring full court right now. You see 25 Macaulay on Philoxy, which is the point guard of Rwanda, but that's what they want, to disrupt the offense of Rwanda.
And with the format of this tournament and 3 teams in a group, every game has the importance of a quarterfinal. It's almost a must-win affair every time you take to the floor, and all the coaches and the teams will know that, and that's why it's important to start well. Substitution sees a break as Murziwa is heads off. Tetero looking to work. Again, some pressure.
Yeah, I love that defense.
There is a good work as Musa gets into the passing lane, and Murakatete is denied possession once again.
Okoro, she's playing amazing defense for Nigeria. She's getting in your grill if you have the ball, and she's doing an amazing job to disrupt all of the guards' offense and the path that they want to go.
Rwanda have been held to 27% from the field here. There is a pass that falls favorably, and there is the opportunity for Murakatete. She has to try and break this scoring drought, and she does get the opportunity at the free throw line. 2 points, that is a 4th rebound. Made a debut in the 2021 AfroBasket, did Murakatete. Had really impressive numbers, 17 and 11, averaging a double-double.
Yeah, she did really well in that tournament.
She is believed to be the first-born Rwandan player in NCAA Division I history.
I just love that. I love to hear it. We're on the map, you know, in America. We even have how many WNBA players, African WNBA players right now. So we are doing amazing. Africa is doing an amazing thing, and I'm so, so proud.
Yeah, the diaspora brings the talent right back here, and we get to see it showcased at this wonderful pinnacle of African basketball competition. And Hampton Coach Rina Wakama signaling that Hampton might have stepped backcourt, and she did, and the call comes in, and so it is Nigeria basketball. It was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and that's how we have Rwanda finally getting away from that 8 mark. But it's been tough going on the offensive end for them.
They stay in a 2-3 zone right now.
Pass onto the interior. Shot from the top. It's nothing but net, and again, Amukamara likes that shot.
Amukamara hits her 3-point shot. She's going to do that. If you leave her open, she will hit her shot if she can. And she also can attack, but she's taking what the defense is giving her.
Second connection from the top of the key for Amukamara. Only the second 3 for Nigeria. Murakatete will try a 3 of her own. It comes off of the front iron. Ball is now pushed up the floor. Balogun. She has some time and space, kicks to Musa, who's got all the time and space she needs to knock down another 2.
That is her go-to shot. That 15-footer on the baseline and high key is where she makes most of the majority of her shots.
8 Musa points. Hampton into the defense, and that call, now we wait to see. It's going to be a defensive foul. The referee's just taking their time while we see Amukamara line up another 3-ball long-range assassin. It's been perfect there, and taking whatever the defense is giving her. 28 points to 9. It's been a strong opening first 50 or 14 or so minutes from the defending champions.
Rwanda is playing at the pace of Nigeria when they need to go back to how they played when they got those 7 points on the board. It was their pace, and they determined when they were going to attack. They were boxing out, they were rebounding, and you want to see Rwanda because they are a good team. You want to see them do it.
Forced to the 3, and now the illegal screen is called on Hampton, trying to hold off Musa. Referee's right there to make the call. It has not gone right since that opening first 4 minutes for Team Rwanda, but maybe you attribute some of that to and credit the Nigerian defensive pressure.
I mean, again, I'm going to keep saying it. They're known for their defense. They're known to be aggressive. So you want to see Rwanda make up for that.
Murakatete turns inside, finishes. That is much better from Rwanda. They get their first field goal in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've been doing really well on defense in that 2-3 zone right now that you see them in. But they're trying to be big. They're trying to disrupt Nigeria's offense.
It extends out. Now we're contact call as we are Kusenge right in there on the contact on Okonkwo. 4th foul of this quarter. First foul, it is there on Buya Kasenge. Amukamara. Nice pass on the interior, quick spin, and there is They're forced into the foul. The footwork we've seen inside the paint has been highly impressive.
Okonkwo, she takes it and she spins and she goes straight up. Her game has grown tremendously since the first time I've seen her play in Nigeria. She played amazing in France this past season, and her game continues to grow. She's one of the smartest players that I've played with, and I just love to see where she's at in her journey in basketball.
Well, there's a lot of experience she can lean in on, the 2023 MVP, and including Olympic experience in Tokyo. We have another timeout. It's Coach Sheikh Sarr trying to have a conversation. Yeah, Nigeria are in the red, Team Rwanda are in the red, but it's 28-11 as it currently stands.
We know on the zone, you are not moving fast. When they pass the ball here, it's you have to run. But you are staying here and open that shot. You need to move your feet. When the ball is back, you run back. When the ball is here, you run down. This zone is like we are standing like that. We need to run.
Sometimes I have this corner person and this person come from top. Do you want that to be the top person, or do you want me to follow?
No. If this is you, that middle will come and take it.
You want the middle to take it?
Middle, I want the middle to take it. If the middle take it, what do we have? Man to man. they come from here and come here. Middle will take it. That's middle will take it. But if you need to focus and communicate, but if you see her coming, communicate. Let's start. Come on, guys. Hey, hey. We don't want. Offense, we don't want. Come on, guys. We need to focus. Seriously. Come on, guys.
Nigeria are on the charge, and we get right back in it. Musa leads all the scorers on the floor with her 8 points. Superb shooting we've seen from her on the interior, 4 of 5, just highly efficient.
Yeah, you see her smiling right here, knowing that she is doing well in today's game. But again, when they leave her open on that 15-footer shot, she's going to make it. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10, actually.
Well, she's proved that statistically.
Yeah.
Well, from what we've seen on the floor, 4 of 5, and Okonkwo goes to the free throw line because Rwanda, they're in the red in the penalty.
So being in the red, Nigeria should just attack the basket the rest of the 6 minutes in the second quarter. Attack the basket, get to the free throw line. That is your reward when your other team is in foul trouble.
And the defense has got to temper their aggression and have to be smart in the way that they try to force turnovers. Nonetheless, some really good shooting there from Okonkwo. The lead now is up to 29 points, well, 19 points. Nico Mieza hands off to Philoxy. Pass goes inside, and finally they find a key to unlock the defense.
But did you see the difference? They were poised. They took their time. Philoxy backed out of that trap and then found the open man, and that's what they need to continue to do to get some points on the board.
Hope Botera finds a wide open bucket. It's been a rarity for Rwanda on the offensive end. Okonkwo, great pass, and Musa blows the layup, but gets it right back and finishes. Second attempt is good.
And I love to see when all 5 players on the court touch the ball before being scored, and that's exactly what we just saw in that offense with Nigeria.
A chance for Nico Mieza. They want to try and replicate what they did in that last possession. Butera sets the screen again. Philoxy now attacks aggressively. And there is a whistle on the play. It's going to be a push foul. I think it's on Kalu who picks up the foul. And Musa will head off after a nice 10-point performance. First player into double digits. And Amu Kamara will also head off. Three changes on the floor here for Coach Rina Wakama.
Yeah, because Nigeria, one more foul, the other team will be in the bonus. So they want to make sure that whoever has 2 fouls needs to be on the bench right now because it's a long game.
5-7, 32-13 in favor of the 4-time defending champions. Wurakatete. Caught under the basket, kicks out. The 3-ball will come right off the front iron again, and Ria Kosenge can't find her range. The rangefinder just off from everybody.
Yeah, but that was a good play. But they just, are not capitalizing on easy touches to the basket or their open shot. Rwanda needs to just be patient, not patient, but poised when they're going to shoot it, and just know that, have confidence in your shot. These are good plays. They're getting their looks that they would get, but they're just not falling.
And sometimes that is exactly how it is, and it's up to the players on the floor to make the adjustments and perhaps consider attacking the paint a little more. They are now 0 of 8 from the 3-point line, our Team Rwanda, and another trip to the free throw line. And this is what you were talking about. If the foul happens on on Nigeria's side of the court, and they come up this side and they get 2 free shots.
But now that both teams are in the bonus, Rwanda needs to know that and attack the basket, because you will get fouled and you will go to the free throw line.
Ball is pitched ahead to Philoxy. She fakes. She makes the option to kick out. She had the opportunity on the interior. Hampton steps to the side, and there is a foul call on Okonkwo. Gonna be shooting 3.
Yeah, that's just not a good foul for Amy. Nigeria needs her on the court, but you see Hampton does that step back, and Amy's just too late, but you got to be there. You got to be, when you're playing against another great player, you got to know where they're at all times. But Hampton's trying to get in that rhythm, and she's rewarded 3 shots. And they're both in the bonus. So after these, you want to see Rwanda attack the basket to get to the free throw line.
Hampton been held to just 2 points in this first half. Okonkwo picks up a second foul, so she heads to the bench. Just 1 of 4 from the field.
Yeah. But I do think she's going to get in her rhythm. You got to give her that.
Yeah, she will lean into her experience. One
Absolutely.
expects her to just come back in the second half once she's adapted and adjusted and have a chance to just take it in at halftime. But there's still plenty of game time left. This is not done and dusted by any means, and Rwanda, one significant run, and this game changes its complexity, and all 3 free throws fall.
One thing I know about AfroBasket, anything can happen no matter where you're at or what score you have right now. And so no one can rule Rwanda out right now.
And that foul from Philoxy means that there is going to be free throws again. And this is where Rwanda have got to be careful on the floor now, because just any touch foul, and depending on how the referees want to call it, would see this free throw attempt number go up and the score just continue to tip over, to tick on for Nigeria.
Yeah, Rwanda has played all their all players but one player has played, so they're getting fresh legs, they're getting rest. But again, when you do that, that can be a great thing when you're substituting and having different players come out. But the one thing that can be like a detriment was the chemistry, because you're throwing in new players. So all but one has played, and hopefully they can get that rhythm that they need to put some points on the board.
That could also mean just trying to find the right 5 that can give them
exactly
the chemistry they're looking for. Philoxy pressured here by Okoro. Kutera comes to set the pick. Philoxy turns, goes to her strong left hand, and that's a good aggressive drive that results in a foul, and we'll see Destiny Philoxy go to the free throw line.
Exactly. She shakes and bakes, spins between 2 Nigerian defenders, and gets the foul.
I was going to say, that was almost a ballet-like pirouette.
If she would have made that, that would have been the highlight for sure. But it's good to see that she understands that she needs to attack as the captain and the person that's holding this team together at the point guard position. She needs to get that energy, and she did exactly that by attacking the basketball, attacking the basket.
The first chance from the free throw line. And she makes both comfortably. 35-18 is where we are now. Counter press being employed here, sees Balogun open, and she knocks down the jumper.
I know Rwanda's trying to make Nigeria disrupt, but their defense lacked because Elizabeth was wide open to hit her shot.
Stephanie Urakoze. Out it comes, and she'll fire off a 3 of her own, and finally they find touch from the outside.
And again, they were patient. Hampton got 2 people on her and looked at the open man, and she was able to knock her shot down.
Nigeria trying to work against the zone. Pull up from the elbow. That one is a little bit short. Balogun can't find it. Philoxy does find it, and she has the ball in hand. They'll hold just for a second. Hampton. Yukasenge. Now it's Philoxy. Hampton. A little bit more patience here from Rwanda. Yukasenge drives base. It's well defended. It's controlled by Nigeria. Inabosi. Ball tapped. Rwanda don't really have numbers, but Philoxy will pull up to Hampton in transition. Comes off the front iron.
Yeah, she's looking for a 3-point shot, and she's been taking it. And I know that when she continues to shoot it, they will fall, but that's not what they need. Attack the basket.
Especially with both teams in the penalty. Turns over her left shoulder, and that's a beautiful bit of work from Macaulay again.
Yeah, beautiful move from Macaulay. She's one of the tallest players on the court right now. She's a veteran player, and she's just very finesse. She could shoot 3s. She could, take it off the dribble and post up, and also do a pretty move like that.
That was wonderfully finessed in, and a chance here again. Macaulay finesses the pass, but the contact comes. That is maybe a bit of a veteran play there from Yukasenge. Gets the foul, and I think the referees will confer on whether that is going to be an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it kind of looked like she bumped her out of nowhere. But you see right here, Rwanda shoot that three when they were wide open, when they collapsed on Keisha Hampton. But we are seeing them playing at a rhythm that is actually good for them right now. They were good when they started. They relaxed a little bit, but now they're in that rhythm. They're being poised. They're taking their time. They're finding the open player. So I do think if they continue like that for the next 2 minutes, it's going to be amazing.
It'll at least give them the opportunity to build a run on the floor. And foul was called. It's not ruled unsportsmanlike. They are going to review now. It's sent to the instant replay system.
Yeah, from this angle, it looks like a regular, but on the other end, it looks like she just went and...
Go back 5 seconds and start with the normal speed.
Let's listen in.
So, back. Okay, stop. So, what do you see? Where is the defensive player? In between the basket and the offensive player?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's between basket and offensive.
Okay. Go. Can I have a baseline camera?
Which
Can
one?
I have baseline camera for this?
Which one?
This camera, please. Yes. Go back. Yes. Go more back. Yeah. And now, play it. So,
Again?
yeah, play one more time. So, I see the contact is from the sides. There is no other defensive player between the baskets and the offensive player with the ball.
Yeah.
So it meets the criteria for unsportsmanlike foul.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah, okay. After review, the foul met the criteria for unsportsmanlike foul. White. I want to see the number of the player who is shooting. Play, please. So white 25 is shooting 2 free throws and ball from the white team from the side.
Referee Mikhail Minister from Estonia taking us through the thought processes and the process of FIBA referees, and it's quite clear that it has met the criteria for an unsportsmanlike foul, and you as the viewer at home get the bird's eye view and you can understand exactly how the call was made. So it sees unsportsmanlike awarded, the foul is upgraded, and it gives Macaulay a chance here at the free throw line.
And it was an unsportsmanlike because there was no person back, and that's why they were called. That call was called.
Clear path to the basket is sometimes how they call it, especially in the NBA. But if there's no one there, that was the first criteria. And I think we were talking about it, but also the nature of the foul could have been looked at as well.
Absolutely.
They shot the ball exceptionally well from the free throw line. They have only missed one, the Tigers, and that's another facet of their game that's great.
You never want to have a call like this because it could deflate the energy, you know. You could be frustrated. Maybe that's why she made that play, but you got to stay controlled and stay poised in this game because it is physical.
And they hand possession back now, and another bit of great footwork. That one falls, just comes off a little bit short, strong there on the inside from Kunai. Rwanda looking for a way back.
Yeah, you don't have to lock C on the court. You don't have Hampton, your key players, and now you have people off of the bench playing hard to finish out this second quarter.
Uizeye fires off. There's the foul called. It's Macaulay who will pick up that foul. Looks a little bewildered. The Côte d'Ivoire fans in the house, and their home team will be in action just a little bit later. That's the next game in our quadruple header, as Egypt and Côte d'Ivoire will be doing battle. But right now we still have the business of Nigeria and Rwanda. And both teams in the penalty gives this is the way that Rwanda can get back into the game. Rebecca Siuzuzo at the free throw line.
They've been in the bonus for about 5 minutes, and now they have a little under 2 minutes left. They just need to attack the basket and be strong. Go strong against the Nigerian defense, and you either make it or you're gonna go to the free throw line. That's that's what I've been told since growing up playing basketball. There's only 2 options. You make it or you go to the free throw line, and that's how you know you were able to reward yourself by being aggressive.
So 2 points for the young 18-year-old Rebecca Siuzuzo in her AfroBasket debut just a couple of months ago, well, maybe just over a year ago, less than a year ago in September. She was playing in AfroBasket under 18 in South Africa, and here she is on the floor for her national team. Loxi. No, Stephanie Irakoze. Picked up there by Macaulay. And they do so well getting into the passing lane. That was almost it was the 8th steal for Nigeria, but it's turned over right back. Uizeye. Siuzuzo was talking about the young 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Quick fire shot.
She has a good frame, good body, and she's going to be a key player growing up in this Rwanda team.
Balugan was a little bit nervous making that pass, but it comes right back to Macaulay, who will fire up a 3 and knocks it down. Nice touch from Macaulay.
She can do it all. She's very versatile. She could post up, she could shoot 3, she could steal, defend the point guard. She could really do it all, and she's one of the veterans on the Nigerian national team.
Irakoze has been a little bit of a handful since she's been on the floor. She's definitely proved a tough cover, and we have another look here at the give, and it comes right back to Macaulay, who fires off the 3 ball.
We're always told if you run the floor and you make yourself open, you're going to get the ball back. But she got it on the free-throw line, and she knocked it down for her team.
Well, many reasons to smile right now for Victoria Macaulay. She's moved up to 7 points. Irakoze on the other side got 5 of her own. 11 points.
In the college, yeah.
47.4 seconds remain, and this is hair-pulling moments. I can feel it from you.
It is, because Rwanda's doing such a good job trying to, play some defense and get some energies, but they're fouling, and both teams are in the bonus, so if you foul, you're gonna go to the free throw line. And so it's nice to see the energy that they're trying to put in to end this second quarter, but just play with your hands up and not trying to foul, because you are rewarding Nigeria to go to the line to shoot free throws, and they have been 9 for 10 at the free throw line, and they just missed another one, but that's a lot of time to go to the free throw line.
Still continue their efficiency, still impressive they are. They go 10 of 12 now. And it's just these small moments, and you feel the frustration. They're trying to push the pace and tempo, and an unforced error. A hand goes up in the air, and it's Miko Mieza who's just guilty of the turnover.
I mean, guilty of a turnover, but the idea was a good idea. You can't, as a coach, fault your players for trying to make something happen, especially being 45-25 right now in the game.
Macaulay, who just feeds it right across the 3 ball. Strong there. They have not shot the ball. That's the only area that they've struggled to have Nigeria from the 3-point line. But they've made critical 3s when it mattered. Macaulay. It's back into the hands now. Mokoro. Elbow jump shot to close out the half. Will not fall, but it has been a dominant first half performance here from the D Tigers as they head into the half. 20 points to the good. It's 45-25, Rwanda trail. And after 15 minutes, we'll be back out on the floor. It's going to be an uphill battle for last year's semifinalists.
Take a look at the stats here. 59% from 2-point against Rwanda's 46. And you can see they're both neck and neck on the free throw line. Rebounds 21 to Rwanda 17, and turnovers have been what's been lacking from Rwanda with 13 and Nigeria 7.
So it's been Macaulay and Musa. They're the only players in double digits on the floor. 11 points for Macaulay, 5 the number for Rwanda's Hampton, Stefani, and Murakatete. They all contribute for Team Rwanda. Well, we'll be back with second half action from Le Palais du Sport.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Babirye. Oh, what a spin from Babirye! Are you kidding me? She put some Mozambique into a spin cycle. Wow. Encore trying to keep up with Tizian. Oh, look at Musa go up for the rejection.
At a good place.
Oh, how about that? Scooping and hooping. And putting the basketball in his grooves.
Great move by Kong.
Okwankwo, will she add to her tally? Fatima, again, a chance to run. Reem Musa. They're all open three. It's good. 44-30.
That was a great pass, great look, and they finally dropped the basket in.
Well, good job from the point guard, knocking it away, Mbai. Now Chalo gives it back to Kadi Mbai. Now here goes Chalo, flows in, and Kaitano, who else? seconds, 2 seconds. Satu for three. What a crazy situation.
Wow.
They can't throw the ball in the ocean from three-point range. Pass to the corner. Back outside, looking to pass it. Makani, oh yeah, boy.
And that's Cameroon basketball, the way that they pass with poise and find that open shot from Makani at that three-point line, and she just nails it.
Dillard, and meanwhile, she goes in, scores. A very difficult shot, is fouled, and that's a chance for a three-point play. Prunes goes in, makes the shot. It's all going horribly wrong for Uganda, but for Rwanda, they are loving life. Final seconds taken off the clock. Makani, she doesn't hesitate. Oh, you're kidding me. Silky Smooth has done it. She has stroked the three-pointer.
What a shot.
No hesitation.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own countries, but also in the international basketball world.
Il faut juste poursuivre et forcer sur un expert. Merci.
Second half action. Gonna get set to resume here, Palais du Sport in Abidjan, and this is the AfroBasket as we get ready. Macaulay leads with 11 points and 5 rebounds for Konaya Kwana, and Okoro with 3 assists there for Nigeria. I think some of the other stats that we don't see, 15 points from the turnovers is where they've done exceptionally well in the first half.
And also bench points, 17-7. That is very crucial and very helpful for Nigeria right now. And we want them to come out and do the same thing that they've done in the first half. They played at a great pace. Victoria Macaulay came out and shown that she could shine. She had 11 points, 3 for 4 from the 2-point and 1 from 3. And I don't see any let up on Nigeria. They're a poised team that's been playing together for many, many years. So I don't see anything changing. However, on Rwanda's end, we want to see a little bit something different. Hampton has 5 points.
Murekatete has 5 rebounds. Philoxy has 3 assists. They just haven't found a single individual who's been able to dominate the Nigerian defense. And they have, and I said it a little bit earlier, they do have individuals that are capable of that, but Nigeria has done a great job of their coverages on Hampton, on Philoxy, specifically Murekatete with her 5 points and 5 rebounds. Has looked like she has the potential to unlock the Nigerian defense, but it just hasn't worked for her. They pressured her well.
Maybe they need to use her more. Maybe when she's posting up, look for her feeds and not try to force it into Hampton or Philoxy. Use your other players that have been, showing up, regardless if every one of those three, all 3 has 5 points, but use other players. Spread the floor. Play with some sense of urgency. This is AfroBasket 2025. You want your first game to mean something. So I definitely think that Rwanda will come out here and, just do what they know what to do.
Once you screen,
there's plenty of experience at both benches. This is
screen and duck in.
The premier showcase of African women's basketball.
Here, we've all popped out.
I want Nelly to be on the top. Nelly only. Okay? I want you kids to be here. And you 2 guys, you go 21, you go back on 23. On 23, you are on top. Nelly, you are behind. Okay, guys? 1 possession at a time. Stop being panicking like this. Okay? Let's go. Yes. Run on 3. 1, 2, 3.
You can scan the QR code to get courtside 1891, the app. You can watch live games, you can get extended highlights, get live scores, you can be closer to the action. And that is by just scanning the QR code, and you can download that courtside 1891. But we get back to second half action with Nigeria firmly in the ascendancy. You'd imagine they are also trying to send a message to the rest of the competition that they fully intend to defend their title once again. And this is a good show for the first 20 minutes from the defending champions.
Yeah, you think and you know that they're going to do the same thing for the next 20 minutes in this 3rd quarter and 4th quarter.
Kalu kicks across, and Okonkwo just inside.
Rwanda's in a zone, so if they're going to be in that zone, they got to know where shooters are. They got to know that people are cutting because of their defensive strategy.
Now Rwanda, they have to figure out something a little different, and we'll see what adjustments Coach Sheikh Sarr has done. That's a nice pass to Murekatete. She blows the layup. The pass was good. The finish lacking though. Musa, 8 points in the first half. Nigeria, they move the ball around the zone. Baseline jump shot, Amukamara comes off the front iron. This pace chased down well by Musa, but into the pot there of Philoxy. She's got numbers. Irakoze lines up the shot. That will come off. Great bit of rebounding on the cover there. He's securing by Okonkwo.
Again, those shots are good shots. They're just not falling. So they need to find a way to get in the rhythm, and that's always attacking the basket. You see Kalu here getting fouled by Hampton while she's driving to the basket, something that is in the DNA of the Nigerian national team. You just want to see Rwanda do that.
That was a hard foul by Hampton, picking up her second. Now the drive. It's wonderful from Balogun, who floats that in.
It's too easy to get in the paint on that 2-3 defense of Rwanda. They need to know that people are cutting because they're in 2-3, and they need to bump cutters.
There's just so much time and space on the interior here for Nigeria. Murakatete patiently drops off the give and go. Another good bit of offense, but just that final touch doesn't go. They do get the opportunity from the free throw line.
I mean, this is their first game. They have jitters. They're, traveling here and just being excited to play. I think that's why they're lacking and they're missing these great open shots. They're attacking the basket. They're getting to the rim, but they're just not finishing. When they're open on the three-point perimeter, they're not making their shots. They're doing everything right, but it's just not falling. And when they say when things are not falling, you continue to keep going. So hopefully these free throws put them in a momentum and a rhythm to continue to score on the offensive glass.
Well, I guess from a Coach Sheikh Sarr's side, they have the system is working, and the only thing that's missing right now is the finishing. But the finishing is also the most important part of the play. You got to find a way to make sure that the ball goes through the basket. And while that's happening, they still struggle from the free throw line as well. They get 1 of 2 on that trip. But it's been a pretty good performance so far. Okonkwo makes the 3 ball.
Yeah, she's been waiting for her threes to drop, and she's a post player, but she has an amazing shot. She's a sharp shooter for Nigeria.
Well, that was a sharp shooting from the three-point line from Okonkwo, and now getting the work done on the defensive end. Denies the pass to Hampton, pitches that one out of bounds. 24-point differential. Rwanda. They are trying to find ways to unlock this very tough Nigerian defense. Biloxi's shot, long rebound, is controlled and picked up well there by Urakoze. Fire and hit. Great bit of shooting.
Yeah, she's been shooting her shot, and like I said, when you're a shooter, you continue to shoot, and they will fall.
Angelelli Urakoze makes that one. There is a baseline jump shot, quick fire reply by Levon in rhythm.
Yeah, they're just trading baskets. Rwanda just scored. They try to put some pressure on the defense, but left Balungu open on that baseline for her 2-point shot.
She's up to 10 now, into double digits. Third player with 10 or more. And there is a contact call. Amu Kamara has been in the war as well. The Nigerian defenses held quite strong. They are mobile, and they do move quite quickly with a high level of physicality.
I agree.
Hampton turns, well contested again. Well work, great work there by Okonkwo. The chance for Nigeria out on the fast break. Carlo sent back. Murakatete says, get that out of here. Cleared right out. And maybe a play like that can help spark Rwanda.
That is true. When you have those type of plays, when a small goes up against a big and gets an amazing block, the crowd, if you haven't heard it, was up on their feet on that block. So hopefully this is a momentum for Rwanda.
Some great work there. This again, a touch by Murakatete. The kick to Kalu from the elbow is good. Lines up a 3. Another great bit of shooting for Nigeria.
You want to see her get in her rhythm, as she's one of the top scorers for Nigeria. But she only has 5 points this game, and maybe that's her purpose, to facilitate and get the ball to other players, because we know she can score.
Hampton shot rims out. It's just a wide open look.
Yeah, all of her shots literally have went in and out, and I know that is frustrating as a player to see, but you have to have that confidence and that belief in yourself that I'm going to continue to shoot, even though my shots are going in and out, and I'm going to shoot. You can see right here, it literally rattles in and out, and that's all of her shots this game, but she seems confident, and she seems to continue to take her shots.
She will continue to shoot. She knows that it will unlock soon enough. There's Erakoze. Close range this time. 2 misses. Gotta be frustrating for the She-Wolves. 3 ball is nothing but net. Okonkwo finds a range again.
Yeah, she was in foul trouble the first half trying to find a rhythm, but now she's 2 for 3 from the 3-point line, 4 for 4 for free throws. So she's picking up her pace, and now she is in double digits as well.
So she becomes the 4th Nigerian player in double digits. Hampton into Murakatete. Well guarded. Balogun does the defensive work, and now you can see the ferocity from her as she cries out after forcing the turnover.
Yeah, she's a big guard, Balogun, and she's able to defend post players when the post players are out of position. Literally, Nigerian national team can switch 3, 4, 5, and so that's a great thing to have. We see Amy here shooting her second 3-point shot and getting into her rhythm.
Well, what has changed in the second half for Nigeria has been the ability to make the 3-ball. They really did struggle from the perimeter in the first half, but they found some touch now. They made 3 of 12 in the first half, and they've made 3 already here in the second.
Shooters shoot no matter what, if they miss or not. So Nigeria can shoot the 3. They're one of the few African teams that have great 3-point shooters, so even if it doesn't fall, it's their first game, it will throughout the tournament.
They go inside, and she is unstoppable, is Balogun.
I mean, Balogun has played amazing this game. She has really stepped up her physicality and her sense awareness on the court, and I think that's due to playing overseas, playing in France, and being that one of her stars on her team.
Murakatete whistled there off the ball, trying to set the screen, and blocking foul is called. Picking up her 4th foul. Now that's going to be a bit of a problem for Coach Sheikh Sarr. Off she goes.
Yeah, I would just, they're getting into foul trouble with Rwanda, and you want them to, I would fall back in a 2-3 zone, and they are in a 2-3 zone because of foul trouble with their players.
20 going to be put back onto the shot clock just as the clock in the arena misaligned. So still Nigeria basketball. They are still in the ascendancy. Kanu from the nail, banks it home. Again, really good offense here from Nigeria. They are efficient here out of the break.
It looks like they're just playing basketball. They're not really worried about what Rwanda is doing, and whatever Rwanda is doing, they're taking advantage of that, and they're reading the defense to get to the open person.
The turn and the fire from Siuzuzo is back on. She can't find it. Now Nigeria again through Kalu. Kicks to the corner. It's the red hot hand of Balogun. Can't find the touch this time, but they do get the board back. Time for Kalu to reset.
And you see the patience and the poise that she had to set up her team, making sure people are cutting to the basket and getting open.
Kalu from the same spot she hit earlier. That one doesn't go, and that will be a turnover as a shot clock violation. That's the sound of the bell. And a rare miss on a possession in the second half for Nigeria. And with that miss, we will get a timeout from Coach Sheikh Sarr. And Rwanda with 4:08 left in the third quarter, they want to talk strategy.
These 3 guys need to fight for the rebound defensively. Okay? At least if you can take it, just try to slap it. They took a lot of offensive rebound. All right, so if you go fist, like this. If you go inside, be patient. Rebecca, now, if fish come out, she will have that shot, but be big inside. Okay? After the screen, it goes this way, be big inside. She can shoot the possible to you. You got this? After the screen, but don't foul, okay?
Hey, we got you guys on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
62-29, that's the state of affairs here in opening encounter for both teams in Group D. Nigeria, they've made a statement throughout the first 3 quarters. Rwanda and the She-Wolves, they're trying to fight their way back. They have 4 minutes to improve their execution around the rim. Really have just 28% from the field. It's been a struggle.
Yeah, when you miss those many baskets up close, when you're right there rattling in and out, whether it's a 3-point shot or a layup, it's just continue to be focused is what they need.
Ball spills, and there goes a no-look pass. It's well read by Irakoze. Two hands back to the Stephanie Irakoze. Biloxi in transition, finds the touch, and finally the 3-pointer falls in.
She puts her hands up like, finally I made a shot, and that's what they need her to do, is be aggressive and hit her open shot.
Macaulay, Kalu. Macaulay drives in. There's a timely touch there, but still Nigeria possession. And a strong drive there from Inabosi.
That's exactly what she's going to do. She's going to get the ball wherever she's at on the floor, put her head down and go towards the basket. And she is one of the top players in Nigeria that can get to the line. You see her right here getting fouled by number 20 on Rwanda as she attacks the basket.
Let's put her head down again, and a very strong drive and take on the inside. Sees the opportunity to go to a place that they've seemed to know so well in this game. Nigeria, they continue to fire highly efficiently at just around 83%. Both teams actually got into the line around about this 14 times. This is going to be the 13th and 14th attempt for Nigeria.
Yeah, they're a team that definitely knows how to get to the basket and get to the free throw line.
And make them at a high percentage as both of those fall in. Biloxi, ball is turned. Abu Kamara. Macaulay with time and space. That one is a bit strong. What a superb bit of rebounding.
You see how hard
potentially he got taken away though on the way down.
Yeah, she got hopped.
Rwanda driving baseline, that is spilled and missed again.
But such a good move for her to take to the basket. Just when you get there, you have to have a high level of focus to finish your shot at this pace in this tournament and in this first game.
And maybe just some nerves and adapting to the pace and tempo. Right now for Rwanda, that ball comes off short. Inabosi's shot missed, and there is Biloxi up, misses again, back the other way we go. Still firmly in control, RG Tigers. There is contact, and another foul. It is going to be the 4th team foul. Irakoze, Anje Irakoze will pick up the foul. Substitutions come in. Okoro back on the floor. Gunai Akpana route. Amo Kamara. And Abosi. Hesitation inside, goes left. Perfect move, just opened up like the Red Sea on the interior there for Amu Kamara.
Who has 8 points. She can do both. She facilitates, she can drive to the basket, and she can shoot her 3-point shots when she's open. She's the type of player that is not going to force anything and always reads the defense.
Well, that was a great read, just coming off the hesitation, and she took full advantage of what was given. It's 66-32 now. The lead continues to build for the defending champs. The turn inside, and talk about it opening up, clear path. There is a bit of poor finishing, which we have not seen all afternoon from the Tigers. Hampton finds one from the top of the key.
Points from turnovers, Nigeria 19 and Rwanda 5. Rwanda needs to take care of the ball when they are on offense as they continue to turn the ball over. They're trying to be aggressive on defense, which helps but doesn't help because you're putting Nigeria on the, you're going to put Nigeria on the line.
Well, that might be, and I think is the fifth team foul now, and it will put them in the red. Fourth team foul. So, no, I was correct. It is the 15th team foul. They will go to the free throw line, team in the penalty. And it sees Irakoze, Angie Irakoze off.
Rwanda needs to see that they're in the bonus. If they continue to attack the basket, they're going to be able to get to the free throw line. And I think that when you're in this type of game, when you're down, you have to make something shake, and that is being aggressive, going to the free throw line, boxing down, and just playing smart.
It sounds easy in theory, but you've got to apply it, and the energy's got to be there. And then you've got to take it possession by possession. You've got to be able to win possessions to try to make inroads.
It sounds easy because I'm saying it. Of course, it's hard on the court, but when you're on the court and you're in this position, you should know to attack the basket. You should know to rebound. You should know to defend so you can put points on the board. At least that's what I had to do when I played. That's what I know.
In the words of an African champion, twice gold medalist, knows what she's talking about. (68-34). And they've had their hands full. The referees have been bouts of fouling. We've seen an expected physical game, and it has delivered in terms of the level of physicality we've seen on the floor.
Yeah, this is nothing compared to the continuation of this tournament, the championship game, the classification rounds. This is nothing.
Hampton driving there forces the foul from Blessing Ejiofor, who's on the floor. Just a nice aggressive move there by Hampton, and this is needed from her.
Yeah, this is needed from her. She's the import player for Rwanda, and they want her to score. She has the green light, and all games, her shots have literally rattled in and out. So for her to get to the free throw line, maybe that would give her some confidence if she, makes this one.
But also, they play with the next game in mind, and the coach is going to start looking because they've got, 10 minutes and 56 seconds remaining. So got to try and unlock some confidence from your players on the floor, especially after what's been happening in the first three quarters.
And again, when you are down like this, you want to finish as the best as you can. Strong, aggressive, and hard.
The Tigers, they move the ball in Abosi. Pass is picked off. That's excellent defensive work. That's how you build some confidence ahead of the game. And there is 2 points that they've gotten nothing easier. Miko Mieza gets her first 2 points.
Rwanda putting some pressure back in a 2-3 zone.
Zone is something that worked for them in the first half. And trying it just a little bit here, the end of the third quarter. Now, again, I think it's a look at the clock. Conversation at the table. It's been busy, has Mikhail Minister from Estonia. And it's going to be referee timeout, officials timeout. 24.7 seconds remain with just the 19 seconds on the shot clock. This, I think, is going to be a review for time. Nigeria, they have been consistent. They've leaned on their pillars, their defensive pillars, and they've had different role players step up. And there's a look at the first 2 points in the competition for Rosine Mikomieza, coming from work on the defensive end. While the referees have the opportunity now to just sort out the technical problems that I think we see on the floor there. So there are some power issues in the arena right now, and that's why the referees have brought proceedings to a halt, because it's affected the game clock, it's affected timings from the table, and until the issues are resolved, we will have to take a break, and we will await for more communication from technical officials and from the table while this is being sorted out. Gives us a chance to just review what we've seen from the D-Tigers and from Rwanda in this opening encounter, Ifi, and seeing it from this side. What are your thoughts on this opening performance so far?
Well, against Guinea and Senegal, I think that was a great start of the game. It was the first game of the 2025 AfroBasket, and it was amazing to see how Senegal came out and played. Of course, Guinea, wasn't able to take away in that win, but I do think that they understand what they're going to see in this tournament. That game was 92-48, and this is the second game, Rwanda versus Nigeria, and it's the same 68-37. Every single game would be physical. Every single game, no matter the score, it's possession by possession. And you can just see the willpower and just how everyone, regardless if Guinea lost, they were excited to be here, And so that's just nice to see and continue to see.
I mean, the first thing is that for every player here, wearing their national team jersey is a huge moment. It's the pinnacle of a career for most players. They really do take a lot of pride to represent their countries, and to come and represent their countries at the premier competition on the continent means a lot. So from that perspective alone, nobody's out here trying to do their worst. They're out here trying to make sure that they represent themselves and represent their countries in the best way possible. But you're coming up against some really excellent career basketball players, and they're not going to let you do what you know how to do. They've probably scouted your moves, and they understand how you play, and they're going to take it away from you.
Yeah, I mean that's the game of basketball. You have to, scout who you're going to defend and who you're playing against to have the better outcome, and making sure that you follow and execute your game plan.
And it's been a different game plan here from the Tigers. We saw some really great play in the first half, where I think paint play really dominated the theme of what we saw. The execution on the inside, 12 points in the paint. They shot mid-range jump shot pretty well on the interior. We haven't seen too many games where just the mid-range shot has been prominent, and struggled from the three-point line. Second half, though, they've been a little bit better from the three-point line. And we saw 4 players moving to double figures for the Tigers, Balogun, and alongside Musa, Macaulay. They've been great in terms of their offensive contribution, and maybe that balance is the thing that will help them later on in the tournament.
I think that's the difference between Senegal and Nigeria and how they are taught, because not only in the Senegal game, they played everybody. Everyone was able to step up and play. And now in this game in Nigeria, you have multiple players that can play give you double-digit games, regardless if they start or if they are off the bench. So a lot of these other teams, they only have that 1 or 2 players to go to, but to have a core team, starting 5 and on your bench, that's what gets you to the championship game. That's what gets you to the long run.
So we look at the comparison on the other side, and for Rwanda, Philoxy's got 7 points, just 6 shots. It has been Stephanie Irakoze with the 8 points on 2 of 5 shooting, and then Keisha Hampton, she's been the focal point. She has struggled from the field. She's been held to 20%. She's had to earn her points from the free throw line for her 8 points, 2 of 10 from the field.
And this is new for her. This is a new team for her, and not a lot of games with them as we usually see, but I think as the tournament goes on, she will understand the rhythm of AfroBasket. She will understand the rhythm and the chemistry of her team. This is the first game of many games that we will see in this tournament. So I do think that Rwanda, in time, will learn from this game and continue to play hard and find that chemistry within their team.
As you can see on your screen, it says game temporarily suspended. We have a power issue on the floor, and it has disrupted the way that this is going to unfold. So the referees have made a call. The technical officials brought action to an end, and this is frustrating for players and fans, coaches, everybody involved in the game.
Yeah, this is the worst time that it could happen. So hopefully, I think they'll allow the players to come on the court and just do some layups. You don't want to just be sitting, waiting for the game to start back up. You want to huddle everybody up, talk about what you're going to do when you get out there, and hopefully they get the opportunity to come out and shoot and keep their body warm and loose, because we don't want to have any injuries.
It's a supremely long break, a timeout that is unscheduled, can change the rhythm and flow of a game, and players and coaches will be aware of that. This could be advantageous for Coach Sheikh Sarr and Team Rwanda. They can use this to, just get the mindset right, come back out and see if they can win the fourth quarter. That would be the goal. I mean, that would be the goal if you're sitting in the coaching staff just saying that this is how we want to close the game out. And for Coach Rina Kamashil want her team to continue playing the way they played, just keep the execution levels at the tempo and the physicality and the pace that they played. I think that would be the call.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Rwanda definitely needs to come out here and finish the third quarter, but also be impactful in the fourth quarter to have that confidence, because you're going to play another game. And so for a team to finish off strong, regardless if they lost or won, it's what is needed to just continue that momentum into the next game.
We look at the rankings here of the Tigers. They ranked 11th in the world, and where Rwanda are 65th. They ranked 8th in Africa now, and this is where it is.
We kind of probably having technical difficulties on our side as well, but again, the game is temporarily suspended, and both teams are on their designated side, and we'll see what the refs' conclusions are.
Well, it looks like there's some movement. We see 5 from Nigeria making their way back on the floor, but this is not under the referee's advisement. This is probably more because of what you were talking about. They don't want to get cold.
Yeah.
They don't want to be caught unawares when everything is resolved, and when they get back on the floor, they want to stay warm, stay fit, and stay ready.
Yeah, it's better to walk around in a huddle than be sitting on the bench. Just my thoughts, but we'll see what happens in the next few minutes about this game.
It looks like
we have players on Nigeria taking some squats to make sure that they are warm, but the game is going on now.
it looks like we're ready to resume. Yes, finally we can get action back. 24.9 seconds. We can close out the third quarter. Action here at the Palais du Sport is ready to get back. So it is Nigeria with Okoro. Okoro drives in, and that one comes off short. Rebound doesn't go to hand. It looked like it came off the foot of Buyakusenge, and jump ball call because it's difficult for everybody.
If I was a coach, I would be really livid at Rwanda. We just came from a timeout. You let her drive all the way to the basket. The Rwanda needs to play tougher defense. They have 11.3 seconds left in the third quarter. They need to finish strong.
There is another call from the table. And the call was just to make sure that the possession arrow was with the correct side, and it is indeed with Nigeria. And now, looking at the clock, they've had their hands full, this referee stuff. Mikau Manista out of Estonia, Fantatori out of Mali, Imene Tahmi from Algeria. They have had to navigate some tricky waters in this opening encounter for Nigeria and Rwanda. Action back, 7 seconds on the shot clock. The GF4 inside, and they'll draw the contact and foul again.
Someone needs to rally up Rwanda and say, hey, let's go. That was too easy of a basket, of a cut for Nigeria.
It seems like this is the theme, because they found pathways into the paint and they continue to find clear pathways. Sees a GF4, 26-year-old, listed at 196. Vanderbilt is where she spent her first years, and then West Virginia is where she closed out her college career before playing in Spain and France.
And she does really, really well overseas.
Inside, and there was a beautiful score from Okoro, and it's been right back where we left off as far as the Tigers, and they will take the 2 points into the fourth quarter as Nigeria 71-37 to Rwanda. Third quarter action is brought to a close. It doesn't look like the break and play has affected any bit of the rhythm from Nigeria as we take a look at the stats.
No, it hasn't. I mean, they've gone to the free throw line 14 out of 16 times, and they're shooting 88%, while, you know, Rwanda, they're getting there, and those are the main points that have been, their free throws have been on the scoreboard.
They made 3 of the 4 threes that they attempted in the third quarter. While we have a look at some of the best plays, this was Balogun, who just put the ball on the floor, finished right there, the three-point spot from Irakoze. And then Nigeria, this is where they do so well. It's the ability to pull up from anywhere, quite literally.
Yeah, Balogun is one of the best pull-up guards on Nigeria, and she can do that from the high key or baseline.
Alu Kamara made the kick out. Kalu, that was lined up, and the long-range shot fell right in. Wanted the contact call, didn't get it. Nonetheless, the shooting frenzy continued, and the shot from Okonkwo fell all the way in. It's a highlight reel of the Tigers and their execution in the third quarter, and just a shooting festival, what we've seen. There's been flashes, though, from Rwanda, and Veloxi up to her 8 points as she made the shot from the outside there. A reminder that you can download the app if you scan the QR code, courtside 1891-1891, depending on how you want to call it, and you can get extended highlights, access to all scores, and you can watch all the games of this wonderful competition. So 10 minutes, that is all that remains in game 2, opening day of AfroBasket in Abidjan. It is the 4-time defending champs who literally put a stamp on this one so far. But Rwanda, they want to close out this fourth quarter try to see if they can take some momentum into the next game.
Yeah, and I hope that Rwanda finds that energy to do that, because it really does help. No matter if you're down 37-41, like having that momentum and having that power because you finished the game off strong, it really does help for your next game.
Biloxi's shot short. There is Hampton, and she gets the opening field goal, moves into double digits, 10 points for Hampton. Pass from Kalu to Okonkwo doesn't go to hand. Here, a chance for Rwanda to get on a run. Biloxi. Irakoze is dispossessed. The ball is taken away. Strong-handed by Kalu. Pitches ahead to Musa. And it drops in the layup.
Yeah, they just need to get back on defense. They had an opportunity to score, but she pump faked and went straight into more defenders when you could just go up and put the ball up. And now you see Rwanda just not moving as fluid as they should. So hopefully they just get the rhythm and finish the game out strong.
Shot from Hampton. Rattles out painfully. Just won't go in. It's like there's a lid on the rim.
If I was her, I would be very upset.
Shot, though, goes in on the other side, and Balogun continues to just rein in the points. Up to 14 now, 6 of 9 shooting. 13-0 was the biggest run. Murakatete. Nice work. That's a kind of move you want to see.
Yeah, they had 4 out, 1 in, and they let her go to work. If they continue to do that play, it would actually help because they're spacing the floor and they're letting her just go to work.
One of the bright sparks, I think, in today's performance for the She-Wolves. There is the offense that continues to just be so efficient that she's unstoppable at this point, playing with so much confidence is Balogun.
I mean, that is her go-to. She does her one dribble pull-up. That is her move. And if you know and you scout your players the right way, you would cut that off. But for Rwanda, they're trying, they have the energy, they're attacking the basket, they're trying to make shots, but they're giving up too many defense. They're giving up too many offensive possessions for Nigeria.
Biloxi can't find it at all. Just looking to find a rhythm. Kalu, Inamosi. They do like that left elbow. The ball, though, comes off as Musa rebounds. Sent back by Hampton. She might have done a little bit of an ill to herself. She's looking injured. Hampton not going to make it back up the floor right now for Rwanda. Biloxi drives. Right-hand layup is good. Hampton looking hampered.
Yeah, she's telling her teammates to foul so they can call the timeout so she can.
And they still, no response by her teammates on the floor. The foul finally comes. And now Hampton, she's tried to tough it out, but she's going to walk off the floor.
Yeah, she probably, here's the play. Oh, it's a bone on bone right there.
That can be extremely painful as the leg extended out there from Inabosi, and it hits the inner leg of Hampton, and like those contusions can be quite painful. She'll receive attention from a medical staff on the sideline. That's not such great news if you're a fan of the Rwanda team.
Yeah, we hope that she's okay, but it definitely probably looks like a bone bruise from the way that their both knees hit.
Kalu gets to the elbow again, finds the touch that she's looking for. Rebound, well picked up. Superb hustle. They have the basketball right back. Chance. Kalu this time drives in, will try the runner, and the second time doesn't work for Kalu. Hasn't had the best offensive game, hasn't need to, because there's just been so much diversification from scoring.
And honestly, she hasn't really been looking for her scoring. She honestly doesn't need to. 5 players are in double digit and it's not one of hers. So I do think that being a veteran player, Kalu knows that she doesn't need to score. This is the first game. It's going to be a long tournament, but best believe Kalu will step up when she needs to step up.
She's proved it, and we know it, and it's something that we will all look forward to, I'm sure. Philoxy drives in. That one is shorted. Chance again now for the Tigers. Musa happy to pass the ball around. There is a misconnection and a chance here for Philoxy on the break, and she'll gratefully accept the 2 points. Kind of plays that will give you confidence for sure.
Yeah, those little buggers, you want to be able to make your shot and make the layup and take advantage of it.
Step back is good. That is just good, clean shooting.
At this point, they're just trading baskets, and it's not helping Rwanda. If you're going to score, you have to get stops. Remember when I said defense and rebounding are key, and they win championships.
They have too many holes as far on the defensive end right now for Rwanda. Tetero. The aggression from her brings the foul on Musa. And picking up a second foul there is Tetero, second team foul. And the chance here to go to the free throw line. You see the work on the perimeter and just fires up and over. 5 off, 5 on for Coach Rina Wakama. And quite often, this is a signal from the coach that she's happy with the performance now, just trying to get as many players as much minutes as possible early in the tournament. And in her head, they have done enough. Ojenua Vera on the floor. Balogun. Amukamara. And this is still a very strong lineup. And that's the thing about Nigeria, is the depth that they have in each position.
Yeah, I mean, all 12 players can step up at any time. And now, officially, all of the Nigerian players have played in this game. And I honestly think that's one of the best things you can do for your team.
3 ball drops on in. Okoro comes to the 3-point party for Nigeria.
Did you call bank on that?
She did not call bank on that.
But yeah, like I just think it helps when you play all of your players early, once they get to know the rhythm. And 2, when it comes down the line, you're not going to go that deep. You're going to go 7, maybe 8 players, and that you have that confidence in. So we see number 13 here.
Her first bucket, and Vera Ojenua, she gets her first 2 points.
Yeah, and that's everyone that's here that scored for the Nigerian national team, and that's the way to build chemistry, and that's an awesome start for Nigeria.
So maybe a show of strength here from the defending champs. Muregatete, Philoxy. That shot comes off, and there's a nice bit of work on the glass for Nigeria. Amukamara, Okoro, Balogun. And if you were a betting person, that was going in the way she's played this afternoon at the Palais du Sport. Into the part now. It's a Macaulay, thought about it, drives in. The left-hand layup is contested, not there, but the follow is, and 2 more points to the total, and Elizabeth Balogun cannot be stopped.
Yeah, she's having a great, phenomenal game. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. She's been playing very well for the Nigerian national team.
Standout offensive scorer now, especially in the second half. Ball is picked up by Macaulay. The fake draws the defense into the air, and that's just experience and basketball IQ.
Exactly. When you know you have a one-on-one, you do 1-2 stop, you pump fake, get your defender in the air, and then go up. Because if you go up, you're just probably going to get blocked because they're the same height. So that's a very smart offensive play by Macaulay.
Ideally was looking to try and get the shot off, so the defense did her job. Uizeye picking up the foul.
Yeah, she was over her back.
The timeout is called with 2:52 left, and Coach Shiksar, a lot has got to be going through his mind now. I don't think the score line is what he expected, but what do you think he can do to try and salvage the final 2:52 minutes of this contest?
I think he would say just play Rwanda basketball. Do you see they have done that in very many spurts? They've done it and they go back, and they've done it and they go back. So I think he's just telling them, finish this game off strong, box out, because Nigeria has 42 rebounds to Rwanda's 30. That's just how you win games. And so just being focused, being poised, and like finish your shots. Because they had so many great looks, but they just rattled in and out. And I know that moving forward, they're going to be sinking in because that was just a difference.
3 of 22 from the three-point line. That's been a primary struggle for Rwanda, but I don't think they'll change their style of play. They're just going to continue to shoot and hope that the ball goes in. Balogun has been superb. 18 points and just getting it done in a variety of ways. You see her get it inside. 8 of 11 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and has been a standout player for sure. 73% from the field.
Yeah, she's one of the veteran players now. Even though at her young age, she still is the one that can, you know, she's a strong guard and she's able to score at any will.
Inside it goes. That one is a rare mistake, and it's Murekatete. She hesitates and attacks. The move was good. The finish again lacking. Amukamara. Bit out of control, and right there to finish is Victoria Makole. There's just quality finishing all over.
Yeah, if Rwanda made half of their basket, they would be in this game. They're not bad shots. They're not forceful shots. They're just not, they're literally running in and out. And so I'm sure that's a confidence like downer, but they're still playing and they're still competing. And they just know that they have another game. And right now, I just focus on getting quality shots as they've been doing, but playing some aggressive defense against Nigeria, so Nigeria doesn't have to continue to score.
It is Makole sees Okoro, and that is a superb play. Just a connection and a dime and a finish.
And she now has 11 points.
The fifth player that's moved into double digits. Scoring has been spread for the Tigers. Murekatete again.
She's trying.
You have to respect her effort.
She's definitely trying, and as a post player, you like to see her expand her game. At first, in the first quarter, she's been, or in the first half, she was just posting up, but now she's taking it to the rim on that three-point line and attacking the basket.
It comes with GA4. And some extra minutes for Palace. Kunai. Tetero shot comes off the bank again. The bank is even closed right now for Rwanda. They just can't find the finishing they're looking for. Okoro does well to control that. Under lots of pressure. GA4 steps through. Sent back by Murekatete. They still have possession of the ball. This time, a good defensive possession for Rwanda.
Yeah, that's a very good defensive possession. Again, like I said, that's what they need to focus on, is their defense, and then just, you know, trying to get the ball in the basket in their rhythm, but get Nigeria out of their rhythm while they are trying to score and attack and put more points on the board.
It's the final 60 seconds we're moving into. Dominant the Tigers performance. Tetero. Turnover. It's just been a frustrating afternoon for Team Rwanda and the She-Wolves. They just can go back to the drawing board, and then they'll come back and take the short turnaround time and make sure that it works out for them.
And that's the good thing, that this is not their only game. They have another game to come out and perform and play at their best. So hopefully they don't lose any hope and they just continue to play hard.
And that's the only thing you can do at this AfroBasket. Rwanda will take on Mozambique tomorrow, Sunday the 27th of July in Group D action. That'll be the third game. And that's definitely, there are no easy games in any AfroBasket competition. It's going to be a fight on the floor for sure.
And I definitely agree with that. Every game from start to finish is a fight in any AfroBasket tournament, and that's the beauty of this game.
Tetero trying to close out in some style here. Okoro will hold for another defensive board. Some pressure here, trying to win the last possession. The D Tigers will get the finish on the interior, and it's Ojenua will pick up another basket and another score, and Team Rwanda will be happy to walk this one out. So replicating against what Senegal did in the first game, putting 92 points on the board. They hold Rwanda to 45 points, and another dominant performance here by some of the pre-tournament favorites. And we are being treated to some of the best quality basketball, but it's a dominant performance on the day, without a doubt, by the Tigers. They get 5 players that move into double figures. Balogun was the standout from a shooting perspective with her 18 points, but they had balanced scoring everywhere, 58% from the field. They hit 7 of 22 from the outside, and a good day out for Coach Rino Wakama. Sheikh Sarr will have some work to do with his team. Short turnaround time before they see Mozambique tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, Nigeria obviously is proud of this win, but they know what is at stake. It's the championship game. So they came out here and fought. For Rwanda, they will come out again. They will go back to the drawing board and know what, and fix what they've done wrong and prepare for Mozambique for tomorrow.
Dominant on the boards. They were able to force 15 steals. 18 turnovers might be something that Coach Rino Mukama, if she has to look at where the improvements are going to happen, taking care of the basketball might be one of them. 50% from the field is a really good output. And for Nigeria and the Tigers, it's job done in game 1. And they will take the win. And let's have a look at the final game stats.
58% at the 2-point for Nigeria, while Rwanda was at 40. And then for three-pointers, it was 12% and 32%. And rebounding has been so well. All my Nigerian teammates have came to say hi to me, and I just love it, all of them.
There's a lot of joy around the table here as a former champion Ife Ibekwe commentators greeted by all of our teammates. Balogun, 18 points, 13 for Macaulay. And on the other side for Rwanda, it's been a challenge indeed. Just Hampton alongside Destiny Promise for Loxie, who get all of that for sure. And joy will reign out as the Tigresses, they pick up the all-important win.
How are you?
And they definitely put a stamp on this performance.
Oh my God, that was so amazing for every single one of the Nigerian national team to come greet me, and I'm just like in awe. It's so beautiful to be here for the 2025 AfroBasket tournament, and a lot of emotions, and it's gonna be a great tournament.
We have a look at the work done here by Balogun, who was the top scorer for the Tigresses as they got inside. She was exquisite attacking the rim and just doing all the work needed. On the other side, it was Philoxy for the Rwanda She-Wolves, 11 points for her on 4 of 12 field goals. A tougher day at the office under duress from that really great defense from this Nigerian team. But at the end of the day, the result will show that Nigeria pick up a 40-point-plus win.
Everybody on Nigeria scored, and you want to see that contribution early in their tournament. It kind of does put fear in other teams to know that they're very deep, just like Senegal when they came out. So we'll definitely see more of that with Nigeria, but Rwanda, they played as hard as they can, and I do think when they get that rhythm and when they click, it's going to be a different team.
Sent a strong signal they did today, and if you were wondering whether they are intent on defending their championship, they stay undefeated through four AfroBaskets. I think
2017.
It's 2017. And then we have a look. Game day one, Group D. Nigeria moved to the top of the group. Rwanda, they pick up their first loss, and then Mozambique await their first game in this one. They'll have to wait until tomorrow evening when they will take on Rwanda at 6 p.m. GMT here at the Palais du Sport. Hashtag AfroBasketWoman. That's where you can join the conversation. Tell us who you think your favorites are, where they will end up.